Ahead of the game then.
Yeah. Why do you just put your phone like that? It's not like the opposite direction.
Run over the snow right here, guys. Relax.
Where? I need to spread out. There's tons of room. Over here.
Okay. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Sensei Matt. Okay, I've done martial arts about 27 years. Pretty fortunate. I've been to 18 countries around the world. I've got to fight all over the world. Today I'm here to teach you guys a little bit of martial arts, which is pretty slick. The other thing I'm here to teach you guys about is about bullies. Okay? And 12 ways to handle bullies so that you guys don't get into fights. Okay? Because if you get into a fight, two things happen. One, somebody's going to get hurt. Two, you get in trouble. All right? 99% of the time, it's not worth it. But that's what I want you guys to understand. Now, I'm going to be pretty straightforward with you guys. Okay? When I was your age, going into middle school, I didn't want to be talked down to like a kid as much. I didn't want to be talked condescendingly. I wanted to be treated a little bit more with respect, a little bit more like a young adult. Do you guys kind of feel that way?
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, I have no problem giving you that respect. I want to give you that respect. I think you deserve it. But if I give you that respect, okay, you have to give me responsibility in return. That's just part of being mature, right? I'm an adult. I gotta take care of my house, my dogs, my bills, my family, my business.
You have dogs?
Okay. For you, okay, that would mean responsibility here would mean if I'm talking, you're listening. If you're talking, I'm listening. All the same. I'm no better. Okay? I like to be addressed as sir. I will address you as sir or ma'am. All the same. Okay? That also means if I ask you to do 2 jumping jacks, you do 2, not 1, not 3. Because if I can't trust you to do the little things, can I trust you to do the big things? Not at all. Alright? Now I'm going to be very blunt with you guys. Okay? I've done this program about 8 years. I'm in 4 school districts. I do this all volunteer. That means I don't get paid to do this. Alright? I'm here at 7:30 this morning with you guys. Here all day. I'm going to go to my dojo after this. I got 5 classes to teach in my dojo tonight. I'll get out of the dojo probably about 10:30 tonight. I'll get home. I probably won't get to bed till after midnight. And I'll be doing this all again tomorrow. Okay? I'm not saying that for praise. Okay? I'm saying that because I want you to know that this matters to me to help you guys. Okay? More important, I do this because I give a shit. Alright? I do this because if it helps one of you guys, or it helps somebody you care about in your life, this is worth every second of my time to be here. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
No, I think you guys haven't said words. Alright? Now, with that being said, okay, I do give you guys the chance to opt out of this program. If you wish to opt out of this program, all you do is just go sit on the side, 6 feet apart. Okay? Not as playing phone or anything, you just gotta be bored there, it's not as fun. Okay? But I do guarantee you this, if you stay in this program, you'll get 3 things. 1, you'll get a good workout. 2, you'll learn to work as a team a little better. 3, you will get something valuable that you could use to help you or somebody you care about in your life one day. Okay? Now also, like I said, I'm gonna treat you as young men and women. Alright? If we start something, we finish it. That's part of being an adult, you commit. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
If you wish to opt out of the program, like I said, it's just 10 seconds. You just go sit over on the side. That 10 seconds begins now.
Boom. Sensei Matt.
Good. Glad everybody else is standing. Ma'am, there's no problem if you're sitting out. If you'd like to join at any point, you're more than welcome, okay? Okay, thank you. All right, now, everybody else, I'm glad you're staying in. You guys ready to have a little bit of fun? All right, stand up. All right, now. If you want to take off your shoes or a hoodie or anything, we'll put them over on the side.
Guys, this is not okay. Wear oversized shoes that don't fit.
All right, everybody out, come on over. Let's go. All right, guys, leave your shoes. You don't have to take your shoes off. All right, now, in one short, there's two listening stances, okay? One is a furudachi. Everybody say fuda. Dachi. Fuda means attention. Dachi means stance. Okay, so if I say furudachi, put your hands up like this. Say furudachi back to me. Everybody say furudachi. Nice job. All right, turn up. All right, when I say furudachi, face me fast and say it. Ready? Furudachi. Not bad. Turn up. Ready? Furudachi. Good. Turn up. Ready? Furudachi. All right, same thing as listening position. If I say listening position, I want you on one knee, just like so. Everybody listening position, please. Beautiful. All right, let's see how quick you are. Ready? Furudachi. You gotta say it. Furudachi. Listening position. That was quick. Good. Furudachi. There you go. Listening position. That was quick. There you go. Furudachi. Listening position. There you go. Listening position. Now, the other thing is drop. If I say drop, you're going to drop into a push-up position. Okay? Arms straight, legs straight, body tight. Drop. All right, now, when we're in this position, okay? After you go 6 inches. When we're in this position, I'll say down. I want you to give me a push-up, give me a count. I say down, you say 1. I say down, you say 2. Yes, sir? Yes, sir. All right, everybody do it on my count. Ready? If everybody counts, we'll just do 5. If not everybody counts, we'll do 50. I don't care how many. Ready? Go! 1! Ready, everybody? Go! 2! Let's go, sir. Let's go, sir. Go! One more, I gotta hear everybody. Go! Put your knees off the ground, knees off the ground. Go! Listen position. Okay. Listen up. Stay right there. If we do a push-up, I don't want to hear, oh my God. Listen. I don't care. Okay? You are young. You're strong. Push-ups are good for you. Okay? Push-ups build your chest. They build your triceps. If you want fast punches, you build your triceps. Okay? Moreover, I don't care if you look like a fish out of water doing a push-up. I'm fine with that. If your best push-up is this, I'm fine with that. As long as it's the best push-up you've got. If you could do better than that, if you could be here, 1, here, 2, all right, do that. All I'm asking is you give me your best. Yes, sir? Yes, sir. Stand up. Production. Does everybody understand my expectations?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, no, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now that's what we're going to do, all right? We're going to make a line right here, okay? Straight down, side by side. You have 10 seconds.
For what? Get over here! School! Stop the side! School! Hey, sir!
Production! All right, nice shot. Now, we're going to spread it out a little bit. Please. Okay. Now, first thing I'm going to teach you guys is block. All right? This is what we use to protect ourselves in karate, right? So, open your hands for me. Close your fingers down. Put your thumb in front. If you guys want to stagger out, you can stagger out so you're not against anybody. You can move up and forth. There you go. All right, now, when you make a fist, you guys, always thumb on the bottom. Never thumb on top, never thumb inside. That's how you break the thumb. Always on the bottom. All right, chamber here. And the first block's called a rising block. This protects your head. So it's on your belly, goes up just like so. Okay, not on your head, that doesn't do anything. It goes above your head. Now the other hand's chamber. Okay, the reason for that is it sets you up for your next strike. Okay, so you're prepared. All right. So everybody, chamber here. I'm gonna count Japanese. Count after me. Say each. Each. Do it. Bring it down. Good. San. San. Good. Shi. Shi. Good. Go. Go. Try the other hand. Try the other hand. Each. Each. Good. Ni. Good. San. San. Good. Shi. Shi. One more. Go. Everybody turn this way. 5 jumping jacks. Go. Good. Let's English. Be faster than that. Drop. Yeah, here. There you go. Nice shot. Right, second block. Middle block. Okay, let's protect your chest. Starts on the belly. Comes out just like so. Right along the shoulder. Alright? Hands proper. Thumbs up. Good, good, good. Chamber here. I'm prepared. On my count. Each. Good. Chi. San. San. Good. Shi. Shi. One more. Go. Go. Beautiful. Try the other hand. Try the other hand. Each. Each. Very good. Ni. Ni. Good. San. San. Good. Shi. Shi. Good. One more. Go. Go. Alright, do you guys want to star jump this?
No. Yeah.
Star jump. Whee! Alright, turn this way. 3 star jumps. Go. Nice shot, nice shot. Third block, downward block, takes the lower part of the body. Alright, hands open, floppy fist, thumbs out, chamber here, arm up. This one goes straight down in front of you. Okay, on my count, ready? Each. Bring it up. Ni. San. Shi. One more. Go. Try the other hand, try the other hand. Each. Ni. San. Shi. One more. Go. Alright, attention to detail. Turn this way. 3 jumping jacks, 1 star jump. Go. 1, 2, 3. Good one. Nice shot, nice shot. Alright, guys. Very good, very good. Nice work so far. Now, question for you. Just because somebody tries to hit you, does that mean you need to hit them back?
No.
Now some people say yes. Okay? Some people say no. Some people say no, but in their minds they're like, duh, idiot. I get it. You gotta remember something, okay? Just because somebody tries to hit you, it does not always mean it's worth getting hurt or getting in trouble over. I'll tell you a story tomorrow about a time that I got punched and I didn't fight back. It was one of the best decisions I ever made. Okay? You have to make sure you weigh out the options. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Moreover, too, that's why we block in martial arts, right? Somebody tries to hit us, we block and get away. Oh! Usually that's enough for somebody to be like, oh, you're crazy. Right? But also, when you're trained, you guys, you also train your bodies to be like steel. So your body doesn't get hurt if you get hit as much. It hurts other people, okay? So there's other methods besides just having to go right in and hit back. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
We'll go over more of that tomorrow. Stand up, please. Fudashi! Everybody, scoot back that way, please. All right, when I say go, I want you to run up and back on the shoulder. When I say go, try not to run anybody over. Ready? Set.
Oh my God.
Go.
Almost hit me. I know.
So far, good job being a team. Remember, like I said, just do your best. That's all I ask. Yes, sir? Yes, sir! Now, what we're going to do next. Pay attention to detail. We're going to make a circle. Alright, when we make a circle, I want to make sure everybody is sitting next to each other. I don't want anybody behind or inside. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, no, sir?
Yes, sir.
You have 10 seconds.
10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make it
5 seconds. All right, everybody face this way, please. Okay. Now, what is a bully? What is a bully? Ma'am? Okay. Now, hold on, everybody. Hold on. Listen up. All right, she raised her hand. Okay. Let's show her respect and listen when she's listening, when she's talking. And when you talk, I expect her to show the same respect to you. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Can you say that again?
Okay, so someone that like hurt someone else's feelings or like hurt them like physically.
Okay, good. Anything else? Yes, ma'am.
Someone that messages somebody every day nicely or physically.
All right, nailed the second part. Nice job. So, you guys, a bully essentially is a mean person, right? Now, there's another thing that makes a bully. Come off the chair, please.
Nyla.
Thank you, ma'am. A bully is a mean person. It could be physical, it could be cyberbullying online, it could be calling people names. The other thing is it has to be consistent, all right? It has to happen over and over again. Just because somebody's mean to you one time, suck it up, life happens, we're big boys and girls. Also, you might be rude to somebody sometimes. What do you say after? Say sorry, right? We all make mistakes. You forgive, you move on. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
This is 12 ways to handle bullies so you don't get into fights. Because if you get into a fight, two things happen. What are they? Yes, ma'am.
You get suspended from school.
Get in trouble? What else? Yes, ma'am. Nice shot. All right, we're going to look at the side with all the words on it, all right? Who can read the first arrow for me, please? It says make friends. First arrow. Go ahead, ma'am.
Many bullies are because they have been bullied or not having friends.
Nice reading. Okay, guys, this is pretty common. Bullies don't have a lot of friends. There's nothing wrong with offering to be somebody's friend. One, because if you make friends with them, you might make a good friend out of it, okay? And two, all right, they'll stop being a bully. One of my best friends used to be a bully. His name's Matt, actually, too. Matt.
Oh.
And we almost got in a fight. I stopped from happening. A year later, I saw him in an auditorium. That's where I worked out in the falls. I said, Matt, look, we had that problem last year. I go, well, we'll get some coffee tomorrow and talk about it. He was like, all right. Went and got coffee. He became one of my best friends. Been there for me through a bunch of stuff. And I was a groomsman at his wedding. He's got a couple kids now, and all that good stuff. So it all works out. Now, not everybody wants to be your friend. If somebody doesn't want to be your friend, what do you do? Yeah, just say, okay.
Okay.
But they'll always remember that you're willing to be their friend. One day when they're lonely, you'd be surprised. They might come back around. Never underestimate how valuable that is. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Number two, who can read it, please? Thank you, ma'am.
Use humor. Humor can diffuse a dangerous situation, making it less threatening. If you are a funny person, use this to your advantage.
Nice reading. All right, who's ever been ticked off before you're mad? Okay, we've all been mad. You ever been mad and then somebody makes you laugh?
Yeah.
And you're like, you ever had that? It's hard to be mad when you're laughing, right?
In fact,
That's the same with bullies. If you can make them laugh, that makes that bad situation a little better. So if you're funny, use that. Ironically enough, this is actually the one that I've heard the most success with, is using humor, all right? When I'm uncomfortable or I'm insecure about something, I tend to use humor. That's what I use to diffuse. So there's nothing wrong with that. Number three, you can read it, please.
Use your imagination. Say something that can blow the bully off his head strong. Example, I'm really sick. If you touch me, you can catch it.
That's right. Okay, this one sounds a little ridiculous. You guys would be surprised though. If you can make up something to get a bully to leave you alone so you don't get hurt or get in trouble, why not?
I've done that before.
Maybe you pretend like your mom's calling. You gotta go. All right, I'll tell you what this second grader told me one time. This kid was 7. He's pretty smart to come up with this. This kid comes up to me, he stares into my soul. All right, he looks at me, he's like, hey, Sensei. I was like, huh? And he looks at me, he goes, what happens if I told the bully I just ate Chipotle? And I'm really gassy. I was like, that's disgusting. And he stares at me, and he whispers, and he leans in, and he goes, but if I fart a lot, they'll leave me alone. I was like, all right, kid, I don't want to be around you to repeat your pants all day. All right? But I mean, that's using your imagination, right? If it gets you out of a situation, whatever, I'm cool with it. Alright? Hold that to me for the end, so I'll make sure you get through everything.
Never mind.
Thank you, though. Thank you, though. Alright, number 4. We're gonna read probably the most important one. Go ahead, man. It says walk away.
Walk away. The most important step to handling bullies. If you are not there, you cannot be bothered.
Alright, how many of you guys have been told to walk away from a situation?
Me, sir.
Told it 100 times, right? I'm not going to preach to you about that. I am going to teach you guys something very valuable I learned when I was 16. Okay? Everybody, turn this way, please. At the Martial Arts Super Show in Las Vegas, it's a big convention where a bunch of pride people come together. UFC fighters show up. We do big seminars. Everything. It's pretty cool. I met this psychologist. Right? He taught me a couple things. There's 2 neurotransmitters in your brain, 2 chemicals in your brain that control your mood. All right? Repeat after me, please. Everybody say serotonin. Serotonin. And say dopamine. Dopamine. All right, serotonin controls your mood. It controls your appetite, your sleep patterns. Dopamine controls your mood or your drive or willingness to do something. So, like, you guys know, like, some days if you have something coming up, like going to Cedar Point or a field trip or something really exciting, you wake up that morning, you're like, let's go, right? But you know, most of the days you wake up for school and you're like, you don't want to do it, right? That's because dopamine says if you have a goal, the closer you get to that goal, the more it fires off because it makes you more motivated to attain that goal. That's why when people hit their goals, they get depressed because they don't have anything new to strive for. They did a study on rats. This is a cool way to explain dopamine. They did a study on rats, right? They put a rat in a cage and there was a lever. If the rat hit the lever, it would get a pellet of food. So the rat would go over, right, would eat the food. Then they took the rat and they amplified the neurotransmitter so it had more dopamine. The rat went up to the lever and was like, just kept in it until it was exhausted. It was like a dog. It was like, then they took the rat and they cut the neurotransmitter so it didn't have any more dopamine. If the rat was next to the lever, it would still hit the lever and get the food. But if you took the rat and you moved it one pace away from the lever, it would not get up to go over to hit the lever for food. Why? It's not that it was lazy. It's that dopamine says, if I take the extra effort to go up from here to here, I can get a reward. That's why when your dopamine's below baseline, you feel very lazy. Okay? If the rat was still hungry. If you gave it food, it would eat it. But it wouldn't get up to go get it. So, there's a way for you to make your brain produce up to 30% more of those happy chemicals all by yourself. That's what this psychologist taught me. You know what you have to do?
What?
Put your chin above 90 degrees. No, seriously. Think about it. Who in here has a dog? When a dog's in trouble, you're like, bad dog. What does a dog do?
Put his head down.
Put its head down, till between its legs, it goes like this, right? But if it's happy, it's like, right? We're mammals, right? We're still animals. When we're sad, we go like this. When we're happy, we walk tall, right? If you're ever having a bad day, try this. As hard as it is, put your chin up and watch and wait and see how you start to feel better. Okay? Now, I didn't believe the psychologist when he taught me this, okay? I was having a bad day at school, I had a math test coming up. I was walking, I said, wait a second. That dude told me to put my head up. I was like, all right. Put my head up, my shoulders back, started to walk. I tried to think bad thoughts. I couldn't. It was strange. Try it one day. If you're ever having a bad day, put your chin up. Now, also, you guys, bullying is a power struggle. Bullies want to mess with you because they want to feel like they have power or control. They mess with people that are weak. Don't look like a victim. You won't become a victim. If you walk around like this all day, you're an easy target, okay? But if you walk confidently, people won't mess with you as much. You want to look more attractive to people you care about? Put your chin up. You want to look confident? Put your chin up, okay? And we're going to practice this. Leave your paper on the ground. Stand up for me, please. That was weak. That's what we're going to do. All I want you to do is we're just going to let you walk around there. When you walk, I want you to have a little shoulders back. Okay? I want your chin up. Walk with a little attitude. All right? Now, I'm not saying walk like this. I'm not saying do this. All right? I'm not saying do this. All right? Or this. Okay? I'm saying have your chin up. Have a little attitude. Go ahead. Walk around. Don't do too much.
Stop.
make me? Does this make me skinny?
What is this? My feet. How many say right?
Nice shot, not bad. Nice shot. Jerry, all right, everybody, watch Jerry real quick. Watch Jerry. Oh yeah, Jerry. So Jerry's walking around. Just walk. What's everybody looking at you? All right, go ahead, Jerry. Just walk real quick. Go ahead. Notice you guys, right? He walks with his chin up, little sway in his arms. He's got a good stride. I wouldn't mess with Jerry. All right, seriously. Okay? Now, even if you are the person to mess with, if you don't look it, they won't go after you. Everybody give Jerry a round of applause.
Let me see.
You have 10 seconds to fix the circle. You have 5 seconds. That's not a circle. Drop! Let's go! 10 seconds is 10 seconds. Dub! I gotta hear you. Dub! Let's go, man. We're waiting on you. Let's go. Dub! Gotta hear you. Dub! Nice. Sit down, relax, please. You have 5 seconds to fix the circle. Thank you. All right, nice job. Everybody face this way, please. Now listen. She wasn't in the circle quick enough. We all make mistakes, okay? One day, you'll make a mistake, you forgive, you move on. You want people to forgive you, move on. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Everybody, yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Now, that also means if you make a mistake, you own it. Okay, you guys are young men and women. You're going to make mistakes in life. It's okay. Okay, just own it, move on. Next one on there says agree. Or actually, next one on there is ignore. Who can read that one, please? Nice reading. Okay. Why do you say anything to anybody at all? Friends, family. What do you want from them? Anybody.
Attention.
Friendship.
Okay. Yeah. Attention, right? Better yet, you want a reaction. Everybody say reaction.
Reaction. What? No
Right?
reaction.
You want a reaction, right? So if I say hi to you, what reaction do I want? Hi, right? So bullies bother you because they want a reaction. They want you upset, mad, sad. If you don't give them a reaction, do they win?
No.
Now, ignore is similar to walking away. Excuse me. If you know a bully's over here, go sit somewhere else, okay? If they're coming to talk to you, don't even look them in the eyes. Just go the other way. They're not going to follow you like a lost puppy all day. Okay? They're going to look like an idiot. Nobody wants to look like an idiot. How many of you guys have social media? Okay. How many of you have ever seen an argument online? Okay. Have you ever seen an argument? Have you ever seen an argument where one person doesn't shut up, but the other person is perfectly quiet?
Yeah.
Right? Who looks more ridiculous, the person who's quiet or the person who won't be quiet? Always that person that won't be quiet, right? Rule 101 in war: wait for your opponent to make a mistake. Okay? If people are going to argue with you online, ignore them. Let them make themselves look like fools. Alright? Ignoring works. Next one on there. It says agree. Agree that.
Alright, let me just open this back up. Agree. It does not matter what anyone says, fighting back is common, but will only escalate the situation. Your emotions are your emotion. No one controls you. When insulted, just agree with the insult, but even your fault, and no one can use them against.
Nice reading. I need a partner for this. Come on up, sir. What's your name? Alright, so I'm here with Stephen, alright? So, let's say we're here. Okay? Maybe I can stop with me, Stephen. Alright, face me real quick. Don't mess this up, alright? Now, let's say I was bullying Stephen. I'm like, you're stupid.
Okay.
That's pretty good, Alright, so Stephen's crying. Who's Whose fault is it that he's crying?
Yours.
Why is it my fault?
Because you
Because
don't
stupid. Because you
Hold
called
on,
him
she raised her hand.
stupid.
She raised her hand.
Because you hurt his feelings by calling her name, and that isn't true.
Okay. I get what you guys are saying. Let's take a step back for a second. Do I have a remote control that says Steven's feelings? Kind of like Steven happy. Steven sad. Steven mad. Everybody give Steven a round of applause. Alright, this is my point. This is my point, okay? I call Steven dumb, he could have laughed. I called him dumb, he could have cried. I called him dumb, he could have punched me, right? He could have did anything he wanted to do. Can Steven control anything I'm going to do or say?
No.
What can he control? Himself, right? Can I control anything he's going to do or say?
No.
What can I control? So, if somebody says something mean to you and you get upset, technically, that's your fault. Now, I'm not saying that you can't get upset by things. What I'm saying is you have to wait for the right moment to let things bother you. Because if you make an emotional decision, you'll make a mistake. Okay? Fighters, when we go into the ring, alright? Focus. There's no emotion. Because if we're emotional, they'll find a kink in our armor, or we'll miss an opening, or we'll get knocked out. You have to stay calm. How many of you guys know Muhammad Ali? Okay, one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, right? Two of his biggest fights, George Foreman and Sonny Liston. The reason he knocked them out was because he got in their head, all right? His first loss ever, Muhammad Ali's first loss ever, was to Joe Frazier. It was in the fight of the century in 1971. He couldn't get in Joe's head. Joe wasn't fazed by it. That's why he was able to beat him.
Right.
When you get emotional, people can take advantage of you. You don't want to let people control you, especially with their words. What do most people do when someone insults them? What do most people do back? Yeah? They insult back, right? But remember, bullies want a reaction, right? They want you to be bothered. If you don't give them a reaction, they don't win. Better yet, what can you do instead if somebody insults you so that you don't let it affect you? You could
Say, okay, that's on you.
agree with them. Exactly. If somebody looks at me and they're like, yo man, you're ugly, I'd be like,
Okay, that's on you.
yeah, I'm ugly. Alright? I'm a shorter guy, right? People are like, hey man, you're short. And I'm like, I'm funny. Okay? If you don't let it affect you, they don't win. Should you let anybody control you with their words?
No.
No, that's preposterous. Okay? So this is tough. Next time somebody insults you, take a step back and ask yourself, yo, how do I want to feel about this? Don't let somebody control you with their words. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right, next one on here, you guys, is refuse to fight. We'll do that one tomorrow. These papers are due. If everybody brings this paper back to class tomorrow, I will have a reward for the entire class. If one person forgets this paper, nobody gets the reward. Listen up. You are all a team, okay? How often does one person forget a paper in class? Nope, just bring it. Now, moreover, all right, you are young men and women, bring this paper back to class tomorrow. Today, when you guys leave, remember, you don't have to like everybody. I'm fine with that. I don't like a lot of people. That does not mean you go out of your way to disrespect people. Yes, sir? Today, when you guys leave, please put your chins up. Walk with a little confidence. Walk like you have somewhere to be, like you're important. Yes, sir? All right, listening position, please. Once everybody's in listening position, I know what.
Give me my paper.
I said little bro. Hey, you guys were phenomenal today. Are there any questions? Any questions about anything? Yes, ma'am. Oh, you mean the special? I'll explain it more. Good question. Yes, ma'am.
So, you know, some of us have things like, like ginormous stuffies we could use or whatever. I'm not saying that I do, but,
Hey, I got like 4 big stuffed bears that I wanted Dave and Buster's. That's my reading spot. I lay on those bears.
But
Go ahead.
could we use, like, for example, giant stuffies to like practice with our like, you know, like with, like what, you know what you do.
Yeah, you can do that. You can use to get aggression out of me. Alright? Everybody stand up,
Well,
please.
that's right.
Hey guys, get together. Hands beside. We say the word us in martial arts. That means hello, right? And I'm here to help you, not hurt you. Everybody say us. Hey, great job today. You guys were awesome. You just went very perfect. I'm so glad he's allowing hugs.
Yeah. You know, some
Guess
people.
what? Tomorrow's the book fair. Tomorrow's the start of the book fair. You got a nice, soft-looking, shiny hair. I like that.
Of course I had to say that. You were pretty. I love your personality. I think it's necessary. Take it easy too.
You as well.